Herders throw bones to puppies. The purpose is to get close to this Tibetan from Basho University. He thought he could use delicious harvest the loyalty of the puppy, but after losing the bone, it brings the other party's pride. The domestication of Tibetan Mastiffs with MSG. Finish this feast. He will be taken to a wider wilderness by two strangers. The first time a puppy leaves home, it is separated from its parents. He was welcomed back by two young children. After being taught by the original owner, the puppy was very gentle. But he was always depressed. Northern Mongolia. It's very common for wolves to attack herders, cattle and sheep. To reduce losses, locals clash with wolves. In the spirit of harmonious coexistence, the herders are unwilling to drive the wolves into a desperate situation. Newcomer. The little Tibetan Mastiff has always been loved by boys, it's just that he seems to be missing his family at the moment. Before Tibetan Mastiffs and Ibex were domesticated, these two species are hunters. Exist as prey. To this day, predators are not allowed to harm their prey. As for whether the plan can be successfully implemented, the adjustment work. They have to be guided by the pastoralists. Behind the mountain on the edge of the pastoral area, a lone wolf looks after a cub. He noticed that a strange wolf had entered the territory. As the wolves hunt, it's hard for a lone wolf to defeat two invading wolves. Have confronted and interfered with each other. Seems like a strategy to stay out of the wolf's den. It is better to lead the enemy far away. Rams in a flock. Dissatisfied with the existence of puppies, there is no room for unfamiliar predators on his turf. To get along as quickly as possible, so the herdsman put sheep dung on the mastiffs. Ease the hostility between the two sides. Every festival, puppies are treated well by herders. Help him remember the red robe. It symbolizes a bright future. From this moment on, small Tibetan Mastiffs are taken to remote wild areas. Near the livestock under the island, smells like wolves. The herder wants the puppy to be familiar with the smell and to remember it. The 5 wolf pups behind the mountain have entered a stage of rapid growth. The usual playfulness, it became a way for them to establish status. The weaning young man asks Pingzu for food. They often get very few rations. When the grassland grass is green, the 6-month-old Tibetan Mastiff has come to terms with reality. He would tend the sheep in the evening when it was getting dark. Especially keep an eye on the unaccustomed black ram. don't know how many days and nights. Herdsman can hear it coming from the abandoned cellar of this Tibetan Mastiff. The flock cannot travel without a close watch. Young Tibetan Mastiff have mastered their terms of reference. And he seemed to realize something important. Every time you pay, he will be rewarded with his master's comfort. This kind of unheard of tacit understanding. Finally, let the Tibetan Mastiff go to the road of leading the flock.